Hi there! Welcome to Pallet University and episode 23 of our Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. So, with all of the tech issues I've been having with this series, particularly after the main story ended, I just decided that I'm going to record all of it on one video track. Number one, it makes editing a lot easier. Not that editing this series is particularly hard. But also, I just don't want to deal with the tech issues. So, if I ever, edit stuff to zoom in on my face, it's going to be extra grainy because it's all on a single video track, so whatever. Not that you guys needed to know that. I just felt like complaining about it. Anyway, I hope quarantine is treating you well. It's not treating me well whatsoever. I feel like I don't know what's going on in my life anymore. Not that I ever really felt like I knew what was happening in my life, but anyway, we're out here. We are in Lightning Field. I didn't want to eat that. We were in Lightning Field on our way to fight Raikou. I had some people suggest, I think it was probably like an episode, 2 episodes ago? I think? I don't remember. That I spend more time in the dungeons. So that's what I did. I didn't want to go through... Okay. I didn't want to go through the entire dungeon, because these dungeons, as I'm sure I said last episode, are 30 floors, which takes a fair amount of time. What Pokemon is that? Raichu? Honestly, I have no idea what's happening right now. I don't remember why I have these other 3 on my team. They don't look like Pokemon that you'd normally find here, so I'm really confused. Yeah, I'll use a berry on Dusclops, I guess. I think, if I had to guess, it would be, I had a, what is it, like a invitation, that's the item. Like an invitation, and I found I guarantee this is going to be a monster house, but we'll kill this Tropius first. Can I reach it from here? I think I can. Nope. Oh, and I completely left Dusclops in the dust. Oh my god. Why are you going for Flail? What are you doing? Chinchou. Chinchu? Or is it Chincho? Says it's supposed to be it's pronounced Raikou. Somebody explained that to me in the comments from last episode. Raikou. Which, I did know that. But, I don't know. I've never really thought it super important. I've always been kind of a stickler for how you pronounce certain Pokemon names. For one thing, it really, really bothers me when people pronounced Rayquaza for some reason. And I don't even know for a fact that the way I say it is correct. For all I know, it could actually be Rayquaza, because I'm pretty sure the word is supposed to be based off of Quasar, so that would make sense. But Rayquaza just sounds a lot better to me, and Rayquaza, it's on this side. Rayquaza is one of my favorite Pokemon. That was, I think, the very first Pokemon plush that I ever bought. Rayquaza is not my absolute favorite Pokemon, but definitely one of them. Okay, why did Spinda being on that not trigger it? Are there any traps right here? No. Who's coming? I do love this music for monster houses, though. It's like spy music. Okay. Anyway, very long intro short. We're out here, making our way to Raikou. And I'm trying my best. So, as you might have noticed, I'm very much trying to grow out the quarantine beard. I don't know what possessed me to do it. But for some reason, I felt the need to grow a beard like Thor at the end of Avengers Endgame. I'll try to throw up like a picture on screen if I remember to edit. I think I'm probably just gonna edit right after I record this, but yeah, like I don't know what made me be like, that's what I want on my face right now. Hello. But that's the kind of beard I'm going for, and I don't know why. And it'll probably frankly look pretty ridiculous, but I'm still gonna try it because what else have I got to do? So something that I wanted to talk about is recommendations for things to watch online. So personally, I feel like I've watched at least like the latter half of the Marvel Cinematic Universe probably twice through this quarantine at this point. So like if you have any recommendations, let me know. Because I'll what services do I have? I think I technically do have Hulu, even though I don't really use it. Yes, I want to proceed. I already have a spend. I have Netflix and I have Disney Plus. So that's what I'm rocking with at this point in time. I've watched all of West Wing, probably my favorite non-animated TV show of all time. If you've never seen West Wing, do yourself a favor. It is one of the best written shows of all time. It's like a political drama, so like if that's not your thing. It also is fairly accurate. I'm not gonna say completely accurate because I don't know for sure, but like it's from everything that I've read about it. It's like basically it follows. It wasn't originally supposed to be about the president in the show. Obviously not the current president. The show started in, I think the first season was in 98 or 99. But it follows the president and like his West Wing staff. So it's like his communications people, not really his cabinet people. And the vice president's like a side character, basically, a recurring character. Anyway, very, very good show. Rambling. Very, very good show. Incredibly well written, and it does provide some form of insight into how the government works a little bit on the inside, because they consult or consulted, because you know the show's been over since I think like 2006 or 2007. You know, consulted, you know, former people that have worked there, you know, in the White House, which I always thought was pretty cool. Fantastic show. I've seen all 7. Oh yeah, there's 7 seasons of it. Every season has 22 episodes. And they're 40 minutes long, so there's a lot of content there to watch. Give West Wing a listen, or a watch, if you like dramas at all, really. Or just well-written shows. I've also, for like Netflix originals, I just finished, what is it called? 100 Humans. And I don't use this word very often, but it was delightful. The show, basically, it's a show about doing like sociological experiments, basically, where they have like 100 people, completely randomly selected from like every kind of like they all at least live in the U.S. So I don't know whether they're like Americans or not, but no one that they've like featured heavily is from a different country. But they how many Earth powers do I have left? I should have a max elixir. Anyway, yeah, it's 100 just random people of like every like ethnicity, religious backgrounds, you know, socioeconomic backgrounds, age, you know, every kind of like demographic that there is. They have like a fairly, you know, you can only get so good of a sample size with 100 people out of a country of like 330 million. Anyway, they are at this like research place for what seems like at least like a week, probably more than a week, but between 1 and 2 weeks anyway. And they just do these really interesting like experiments with them, and like not anything like creepy experiment like, but it's just like it really gives you a good insight into like how people think. And I'm trying to think of an example from the show. Let me pull up one of the episodes just as a reminder. Yeah, so the first episode is what makes people attractive. So it's just like a lot of, and like the people obviously don't know what their things that day are about, like what their experiments that day, because they run like 4 experiments throughout a day, or throughout like an episode, and they don't tell the people what the overall theme for that like day is. So the first one, you know, like I said, is about what makes people attractive, and it's very, very fascinating. So if you've got some time, there's like 7 episodes, 8 episodes. There's 8 episodes of this series, and they're all roughly 30 minutes long. And like I said, I don't use this word often. It was just a very fascinating show. I tend to be, I'm a New Yorker. I tend to just not trust people. Which like sounds kind of bad, but like that's just inherently how New Yorkers kind of see the world. Where are all of you going? And this is going to be a nightmare, because like the AI for followers is programmed to not let them walk on traps. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Yeah, like what is supposed to happen here? What is this trap? This is going to be annoying, because they're all going to go that way. Oh, God. Yeah, so what have you guys been watching? I should really explore Disney Plus more, because I'm sure there's a million things on there. I'm sure that there's so many things on Disney Plus, because Disney owns basically half of all content that's made these days, between owning, obviously, it being Disney, and between them buying 21st Century Fox. Like, they own so much these days. Like, they own National Geographic as well, which I didn't know until I started, like, exploring Disney Plus a little bit. So I watched a couple, like, fun documentaries about national parks, which is great. I currently live less than an hour from a national park, which is really cool. Unfortunately, they don't have an episode about that park, which makes me sad. But I watched one, I think, Olympic National Park in Oregon, which was really, really interesting. I've never been to, like, the Pacific Northwest, so it was really cool to see like what environments and stuff are up there as a biologist. Anywho, we're about to fight Raikou, sorry. Hello, my guy. Why have you come? This is the lightning field. It is my domain. I am Raikou, one who races with lightning. A body like roiling rain clouds. It was stormed really badly today. Like, thunder that, like, shook my apartment. I'm really surprised we didn't lose power. Anyway, a roar that echoes thunder. Many have trespassed upon my domain, but what became of them? Let me demonstrate. And you, too, shall experience the pain they suffered. Alright, well, I'm really sorry, my dude. Like, I have a Marowak with Lightning Rod. Like, I'd be surprised if you lived another turn. Like, I would be genuinely surprised if you lived this. Oh, he did. Good for you, Raikou. Oh, that's right. I was testing to see if Fissure works on bosses. So I'm probably not going to get to do that. Oh, good job. Good job, Chinchou. Whoa. How dare you? How? How did this happen? Regardless, you have won. Let me hear your wish. This is the Red Wing. You, stand back. I like how they're just like cool. They're like, hey, look at this feather I have. And they're like, oh, I understand now. Thanks for coming. Let me just shock it for you. Raiko's Thunderbolt electrified the Red Wing. The Red Wing transformed into the Sunset Wing. Yay. Subtle gradation. Very good vocabulary, Pokemon. Of yellow to red is a truly beauteous sight. Go northeast to a place called North Windfield. You'll find a Pokemon there named Suicune. If you are lucky enough to meet Suicune, perhaps your wish will come true. Team Poke Rescue received the Sunset Wing and gained access to North Windfield. So, surprise, that's where we're going next. We'll do the same thing. I'll get to like floor 20. How much time we got? I'll get to floor like 23, 24, and then pick it back up from there. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, we're back. Back in North Windfield. Or, I guess we're in North Windfield for the first time. This dungeon has been weird. Mostly just because I don't have my usual people. The team I decided to go with, obviously, were my Electrode, Miltank, who's never been used before, and Venusaur. And the reason I chose Miltank is because I don't have a good option for ice types. And Miltank already knew Rollout, or it already knew Defense Curl. And I taught it Rollout and linked them because that makes Rollout very, very strong. So, and Miltank also has Thick Fat. So, and also Milk Drink, which is a lifesaver because it restores every member of your team's HP by 50%, which is excellent. Like that is borderline broken, in my opinion. So, for any of the 99 floor dungeons, I think I'm just gonna bring Miltank with me, and then just let Miltank, as I was talking about Pokemon, like name pronunciations earlier, Miltank, just heal up the squad. And then so the other 4. How many do I have? Oh yeah, I do have 4. The other 4 are just Pokemon that randomly join me along the way. Mostly, I'm trying to think. I don't think I have. I don't think I have Golduck's camp yet. Yes, Delibird. But I do have everyone else's. So that was I don't know. I figured it'd be helpful if this Golduck had Cloud9, which unfortunately it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it has Damp, which is a super bummer. But that's okay. None of them really have good rare qualities either. But I'm sad I didn't find the like secret house or whatever it's called that use the invitation on. I didn't find that. Go, Miltank. Help out. Oh, okay, never mind. Shiftry, how many Leaf Storms do you have to use on a Croconaw to beat it? Genuinely curious. Asking for a friend. Anyway. So I also noticed, I was on Twitter for a little bit, just while I was going through the first 25 floors of this dungeon. And I saw, and I had to check to make sure it was true, because I've been hearing it for like years and it has never happened. But it fit with like me talking about like streaming services. But Avatar: The Last Airbender is coming to Netflix, and like they've been working on like a live action show for a while. So that's not what I'm talking about. The actual cartoon is coming to Netflix May 15th, at least in the US, and it makes me very happy because like even though I do have it on DVD, DVD quality is not excellent. And I've recently sort of become a snob about that for some reason. Like, maybe they're just making DVD quality worse to sell Blu-rays, which I don't know. That's a weird conspiracy theory that I have no reason to believe is true, but in the back of my mind, it's definitely true. No, I already have too many people. But we, I have no idea what I was just talking about. Avatar. It's been a really long quarantine. Can you tell that quarantine's been negatively affecting my schoolwork? Because I can. When did I get a training seed? Anyway. Oh yeah, the Blu-ray DVD thing. So I bought, I love all the Marvel movies, and I'm that weirdo that still buys DVDs. Yeah, I know. But like this was pre-Disney Plus, right? So like there was no streaming service. Like, yeah, some of the Marvel movies were on Netflix, but like the original like Iron Man 1 and 2 weren't on Netflix. What if I wanted to watch them? DVDs. So I own not quite all, but almost all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe on DVD. I think the only ones that I don't own are Thor 1 and 2 and Captain America 1. I think those are the only ones I don't have. Did I ever buy Endgame? I must have. But the one that like made me realize that like, oh, I really didn't want to give you an apple. Sure, Pallet's fine. I'm gonna say no because I'm full anyway. I have 8 people. Or do I have 9? No, I have 8. I think 8 is the max you can have, but I'm not sure. Yeah, the one specifically that made me realize that, like, man, that like $2 or $3 you save by buying DVD instead of Blu-ray is not worth it at all. I think it was Spider-Man Far From Home. And I watched that. Loved it. That was just as good as Homecoming, in my opinion. That was kind of a little bit of a hot take, but I really enjoyed it. Anyway. Wow, we're gonna destroy Suicune. Anyway, I don't remember why, but I bought Far From Home on DVD. And I watched it, and I'm like, why does this look like it's in like 480p? And like with what YouTube's doing to like cut bandwidth lately is like making the default 480p. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Where 480p does not look good on any size screen. And I'm like, man, I need to stop buying DVDs and just buy the Blu-ray. Because, like, I don't even own, like, a player. Like, I just play them through my Xbox One, which plays Blu-ray anyway. So I don't even know why I felt the need to save that $2. I don't know if I thought I was being thrifty or whatever. Yeah, long story short, buy Blu-rays. And, like, since like, Endgame and, like, the, you know, that whole saga, I guess, of the Marvel Cinematic Universe ended, they've been selling all of the Marvel movies in stores again, which I think is cool, but they're way overpriced. Like, Iron Man 1 came out in 2008, and they're selling it on Blu-ray for still, like, $25, and that is ridiculous to me. Like, that's the only incentive for me to not buy the remaining ones that I don't have of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because now that I think about it, I don't actually know if I have Iron Man 1. I know I have Iron Man 2. But yeah, just because, like, when all those were coming out, like, originally, how old was I in 2008? 12? It's not like I really had the finances to buy my own DVDs. But I think one of the first ones that I bought myself was, I think, Iron Man 3, which came out in 2013. How old was I then? Basic math, Gavin. I was 15. It's been a really long quarantine. Basic math. I was... Well, it depends what time of year it came out, but in 2013, I turned 17. So I had at least a job and a way to get money, which is why I bought that one for myself. The commentary for this episode is so bad, and I am so sorry. But no, the quarantine has me very foggy-brained lately. I don't want any more people joining me, Polyrath. I love you. You are a very cool Pokemon, Polyrath. I just don't want you. I also just love watching, hello. I love watching Electrode do anything. I'm gonna switch. So I didn't see if that was target. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, just because it's literally a ball that just hops around, and like when it was spinning around on that dizzy trap, it didn't even look like I was moving. We are literally about to blow Suicune up. Okay, and that's going to be it for this episode after we defeat Suicune. Halt! Why are you here? Clear, embracing air, crystalline, pure water. That's also called ice. To stand guard over this beautiful and untainted land. That is why I'm here. Hello. I am Suicune, one who runs with the North Wind. Intruders foul the air with their outside ills. I just had a weird pandemic thought. Anyway. There is but one solution for invaders. Expulsion by force. Here I come. I love Suicune. Suicune's easily one of my favorite Pokemon. Definitely legendary Pokemon. But, I'm gonna charge. I should have discharged before I did anything. Alright, everybody, go after foes. I should have done that step one. Okay. Wait, Shiftry has Razor Leaf too? How did I not know that? Okay. See, that's the bad thing about having a team of 8 Pokemon, is that it makes turns take forever. You know what, Delibird? You keep doing your thing. You're just hanging out here supporting the team emotionally. I'm here for Delibird. There's a really great use of your turn, Suicune, using Leer on a Celio. Good job, Miltank. I honestly, at this point, this is just kind of embarrassing for Suicune. Like, I feel genuinely sort of bad for it. Whoa. I have lost. I admit it. You are strong. See, I love how Electro just is like, boing, boing, boing. This, the Sunset Wing. I see. You came seeking the Mirage Pokemon. Step back. And then just like bounces backward. Oh, that's very pretty. The north wind swirled around the sunset wing. The sunset wing transformed into the rainbow wing. Glittering in the 7 colors of the rainbow, this wing is beautiful beyond description. This rainbow wing. It is the key to meeting the Mirage Pokemon. Take this wing. Take it to the mountain so high that its peak is obscured by clouds. Yes, take it to Mount Faraway. The Mirage Pokemon is at its peak. Team Poke Rescue. Receive the Rainbow Wing. Yay. And gains access to Mount Faraway. So, that will be next episode. If I remember it, there's a lot of flying types in Mount Faraway, and I think that's pretty much it. So we should be able to go back to the regular team. I'm trying to think. Is there... I want to say it's either 40 or 45 floors. So I'm not going to do the entire dungeon on camera, because that will probably be well over an hour of time. I'll do about half of it off screen, and then so we'll pick up on floor probably like 20 and or 25ish of the 45 floor dungeon next episode, because you know, like I said earlier, some people have been wanting to see more dungeon exploration, because really that's what this entire game's about, obviously. But thank you very, very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe. Make sure to follow us on Twitter as well at Pallet_U to keep up on all things Pokemon science. And as always, there's a time and place for everything.